Welcome to Be Money Strong in Minutes. I'm Brian Halverson, certified financial coach, and your guide up the mountain.
And I'm Lorianne. Every episode, we take one real financial situation, one real framework, and break it down in minutes because the right move at the right stage changes everything.
Today, we're talking about the 6 signs that you might be in a financial crisis. If you're in this situation or you know someone who is, this one's for you. So, Lorianne, I want to start with a quote from a client. We'll call her Whitney. This is what she said to me in our very first conversation. She said, I check my account every morning and I just brace myself. I don't feel safe.
Wow, just brace myself. That hits hard. It's a physical feeling. It's not just numbers on a screen at that point.
Exactly. It's a physical reality. And for context, Whitney works for an airline. And at the time, there were rumors of massive layoffs coming. So she had this huge dark cloud of uncertainty hanging over her, while her day-to-day financial life was already stretched so thin.
And that's the thing about what we call stage one or crisis mode. It's rarely just one thing, is it? It's the income plus the job insecurity plus the feeling of it all.
It's a perfect storm, and it shows up in some really clear ways. We've identified 6 specific signs of being in this stage, and Whitney had all 6.
Okay, so let's break them down. What's the first sign?
The first one is the most straightforward mathematically. Your spending exceeds your income. And for Whitney, this wasn't about, lavish vacations. It was just life cost more than her paycheck. Gas, groceries, the basics were putting her in the red every single month.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Right. And that leads directly into sign 2. Fear is driving your decisions. You're not making choices from a place of logic or goals. You're just reacting. You're trying to survive.
And that's where the bracing comes from, the constant state of defense.
Absolutely. Whitney told me something that just it paints such a clear picture of this. She said, I keep the phone face down at work because if a notification comes through about the layoffs, I don't want to see it in front of everyone. I'm terrified all the time.
Wow, yeah, so the fear is literally it's changing her physical behavior, how she interacts with the world, with her own phone.
Yep. And when spending is higher than income and fear is in the driver's seat, you get to sign 3 pretty quick. That becomes a way of life. For Whitney, the credit card wasn't an emergency tool. It was just how she bought groceries at the end of the month. It was the bridge, the float.
It's just part of the cash flow system, except it's a one-way street.
It is. And all of this constant pressure, that's sign number 4. The weight shows up everywhere. It's not just financial stress anymore. It's physical, it's emotional, it's relational. It affects your sleep, your health, how you talk to the people you love.
Which I imagine leads right into the next sign.
It really does. Sign 5 is shame and isolation. Because you're feeling this weight, you're terrified, you feel like you failed, and so you hide. This was huge for Whitney. She said, and I haven't told my sister any of this. She thinks I'm fine.
And that's the poison, isn't it? The belief that you're the only one going through this, so you can't tell anybody, which just makes the weight 1,000 times heavier.
The only one. It's a total illusion, but it feels so incredibly real. And all of that, all 5 of those signs, they culminate in the 6th one. A plan feels impossible. When Whitney thought about a budget, it just felt pointless, hopeless. How can you plan when there's no money to plan with?
Right, it feels like you're just rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Like, what's the point?
Exactly. So she was stuck, totally and completely stuck. But then there was a turning point, and it wasn't a spreadsheet, it wasn't a sudden windfall of cash. It was just a sentence.
Okay,
I looked at everything she told me, all these signs, and I said to her, Whitney, this isn't a character flaw. This is a crisis. And she told me later, she said, when you said that, something in my chest actually loosened. I've been calling myself irresponsible for 2 years.
oh, that's everything. That is the whole game. To separate your identity from your situation. It's not, I am a failure, it's, I am in a crisis. Those are two completely different universes.
Different universes, because you can't solve a character flaw. You just have to live with it. But you can solve a crisis. You can take action. And her next move wasn't some huge 5-year plan.
No, because that would have been sign number 6 all over again, right? The impossible plan.
Exactly. We had to break that cycle. Her next step was just one honest phone call to her sister to break the isolation. And the second step was to start the stage 1 checklist we use, not because it magically fixed anything, but because for the first time in months, naming the problem accurately felt like a small piece of control.
That's the path out. Small, concrete actions that give you back a little bit of agency. So, where is she now?
Well, the airline job is still uncertain. That hasn't changed. But she's opening her mail again. She's told one person the truth. She has the checklist. The fear is still there, but it's not the only thing in the driver's seat anymore. And that's the beginning of everything.
That's a wrap on this one. If today's episode hit home, if you heard yourself in Whitney's story or in any part of this conversation, the best next step is free.
It's called the Discovery Call. Head to bemoneystrong.com/discovery call to book your free 20-minute call, where we figure out exactly where you are on the mountain and what the right moves are from there. No sales pitch, just a real diagnosis built around your numbers.
Not ready to book a call yet? Take the free stage quiz instead at bemoneystrong.com/stage quiz. It takes 10 minutes and tells you exactly which stage you're in and the one move that gets you to the next.
Both links are also in the description. Book the call, take the quiz, or do both. Just take the first step. I'm Brian Halverson.
And I'm Lorianne.
We'll see you on the mountain.